Something huge is happening in AI right now. We're witnessing this fundamental shift, one that's less about making models bigger and way more about making them doers. We're literally moving from an AI that just thinks to an AI that actually works.
I mean, we've gotten really used to AI as this brilliant conversationalist, right? A master of text, a creator of images. But what if it could actually get things done? In the real world, beyond just a chat window? Well, that future isn't some far-off hypothetical. It's happening right now. Seriously, the biggest names out there, we're talking OpenAI, Microsoft, you name it, they're all pushing AI beyond just thinking and into the realm of action. The game is officially changing. So, how is this even happening? It all starts with this radical change in where an AI gets its power. Let's dive into the first big pillar of this evolution, the move to tools. For years, the best AI was basically the one with the most knowledge crammed into its model, the biggest brain, so to speak. But we're seeing a massive paradigm shift. Now, the most capable AI isn't just the one that knows the most, it's the one that has the best access to outside tools. Okay, so what does tool access actually mean, in plain English? It means the AI can perform real-world actions. Imagine asking your AI to book a flight. Instead of just giving you a list of websites, it could check your calendar, find a flight on Kayak, and then book it with your saved info. That is the power of tool access. It lets an AI tap into live, real-time data and plug directly into your systems, becoming a true part of your workflow. And this quote just captures the new reality perfectly. It's not about the size of the AI's brain anymore. It's all about the length of its arms and the number of tools it can actually use. Connectivity. That's the new competitive advantage. Now, let's move on to our second pillar and see how this all builds on itself. This new tool-based power completely changes the AI's role. It elevates it from a simple thinker to an active doer. Think about it like this. For a while now, AI has been fantastic at step 1, reading information, and step 2, writing stuff based on it. More recently, it's gotten pretty good at step 3, making decisions based on all that data. But the final leap, the one we're seeing right now, is to step 4, actually doing something with that decision. And the impact this has on how we work is just profound. When AI can execute tasks, it just vaporizes manual steps. This creates these incredibly tight, fast automation loops, where a system can observe, decide, and act, all without a human having to step in. The result? A direct, totally measurable impact on business operations. AI is basically becoming part of the plumbing. Which brings us to the third major shift, the rise of the always-on AI worker. We're moving away from treating AI like a calculator that you just pull out when you need to solve a problem. You see, the old workflow was pretty simple. You make a request, the AI gives you a response, and the interaction's over. Done. The new model is completely different. It's a persistent agent that operates in a continuous cycle. You can think of it less like a one-off consultant and more like a dedicated, full-time employee. Let's break that down because it's super important. A persistent agent is constantly monitoring a system. Maybe it's watching incoming support tickets or checking inventory levels. When a specific condition is met, boom, it acts automatically. Then it updates the system to show what it did and goes right back to monitoring. And it does this all on its own 24/7. This always-on model unlocks entirely new possibilities. You start to get continuous value, not just little bursts of productivity. You can finally automate those long, complex processes. And you begin to see truly autonomous system behavior, where the AI is managing entire workflows, all by itself. Okay, so we've covered the technical shifts, but what does this all mean when it comes to getting ahead? Let's take a look at where the new competitive edge really lies in this action-oriented AI world. There are really 2 levels to this. For individuals and small teams, the retail edge is right there for the taking. You can build specific agents that use APIs, which are just ways for programs to talk to each other, and simple scripts to automate your own work. The big institutional edge for large companies is deploying whole fleets of these agents, embedding them across the entire organization to create a truly automated enterprise. But here's the most exciting part. This isn't just a trend for big tech companies. The tools to start building this stuff are accessible to everyone. So let's talk about how you can take your very first step. So just to recap the core upgrade we've been talking about, let's call it action-oriented AI. The key takeaway is this evolution from an AI that just spits out text and images to an AI that takes real, actual actions in the world. It's the difference between having an advisor and having an employee. So what's one concrete thing you can do to play around with this? It's a really simple 3-step process. First, give an AI you use a real tool, like the ability to make an API call or access a database or run a little script. Second, and this part is key, let the agent decide when to use that tool. And finally, have it feed the results from that tool back into its own process. That simple loop is the foundation of everything we've talked about.
So that's the big shift. The AI we've known for so long has basically been a brain in a box. Now we are giving it hands. So the final question I want to leave you with is this: what are you going to teach it to build first?